Welcome to the Sands Expo Center in steamy Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Cigar Lockdown Unlocked Show with your hosts, Sammy Phillips, Clay Roberts, Bill Paley, and Matt Booth. With an incredible lineup of some of the world's most exciting cigar manufacturers. Now grab your cigars and cocktails and strap in for this wild ride. Without further ado, here's Sammy and Clay.
Oh, baby, baby, baby.
You know what? The band's back together again, Clay, for one last hurrah.
The Band of Brothers, here we are.
Here it is.
That's it.
Mr. Bill Paley, Mr. Matt Booth,
Hello.
Mr. Sammy Phillips.
Hola.
Ah.
And Mr. Clay Loring Roberts.
Well, gentlemen,
A
the
league
show
of
is
gentlemen.
done.
Yes,
League
indeed.
of
15 minutes it closes, and we close out the show together as a family.
Absolutely.
Bill, how did you feel about the show and being in Vegas?
I want to be here another day. This was so
No,
much
your flight's
fun.
in an hour.
The
Speak for
people were
yourself.
so good. Everyone was friendly. People came with a little money to spend. I got to see some new cigar blends. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Matthew,
Pleasantly surprised, man.
you know, we've been talking about this
Very pleasant.
for almost a year.
True.
What's going to happen, pandemic, post-pandemic? What's the feeling going to be?
Yep.
And a lot of people said this as we were discussing this, over the last couple of days. They were nervous. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Are we going to come out? Are we going to support the PCA? Anybody that was here, anybody that I've talked to, 100% said, we are so glad that we're here. The juice was definitely worth the squeeze, and then some. I know that speaking on behalf of our brands, that this is the best year that we've ever had for both companies.
I would agree.
Indeed.
And the energy on the floor coming back together again. I saw you licking many people's faces.
And many mine.
The urinal mats were evenly displayed throughout the room,
Yes.
as well as another item.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Prophylactique.
Yes. They were distributed in full first day.
Oh yeah.
Many people, they were very desirable items.
I mean,
Oh.
Bill, this has to be about your 13th show or so.
It feels like it. Yes, indeed. You know, I'm just a youngster at this, though.
You are.
Compared to you two masters of the cigar world. So I'm still here learning and growing. But as far as the brand's concerned, I feel really comfortable now. I feel like I'm part of the family. I paid my dues, we're ready to go, and all I can say is that as a line, La Polina is really proud.
So many interesting things going on at La Polina this year between the 125 años, right? The rebranding of the beautiful label series, and then that hinging over towards the repackaging, and really the rebirth at this point of Kill Bill, right? The KB
Yes.
series, so fun, so exciting. I know that Matt was really pleased with the packaging. He liked it a lot.
Huge fan.
And your shirts and hats, man, all over the place. People were rocking those.
Well, I have a bone to pick, though.
Scheisse.
You know, I want all those viewers out there, all those people who come to Cigar Lockdown and go to La Polina site to vote to save Bill. Bill doesn't need to be killed. Bill needs to be saved.
Ooh,
So
there's a new
there it goes.
resurgence of the Paley.
It's coming out. Let's hear it. Let's
I
hear the
love it.
bark.
Indeed.
Arf.
Uh-huh.
You know, I got to tell you, Matt, our booths are so close to each other. This partnership has gone to a whole nother level. This beautiful box that you created out of the AJ Fernandez factory. Hey, Matt, very good blend. Top quality #1.
Freddy, get Tiger.
Exactly.
So what did you think when you blended this cigar?
Well, look, this was originally meant, developed to take a very special place in our collection, right? And at the time, I didn't know what that was going to be. I just knew it had to be very, very important, right? And so, nothing more important than to celebrate another year of our survival in this industry.
Indeed.
Right? So we celebrate 12 years in the business with this cigar. It's fantastic.
Unreal, dude.
Who would have thought?
And would you say, coming out of pandemic, I know that you, when we had spoken, you had traveled a couple of times, gone into market. I saw you on some IG Lives doing your thing, doing some breakdowns. How are you feeling about the rest of the year? I know we're all going to be very, very busy.
I'm feeling strong. I mean, this experience alone was very energizing. Obviously I came here solely to be present, to participate and support the organization. And I had my hopes, but I wasn't gonna, hope is an interesting thing, right? Sometimes so you don't want to get your hopes up too much. But I was tremendously pleased with the turnout, with the response to all our new products, to our branding. Just really grateful, man.
As a NASCAR driver who lived in the Okefenokee Swamp, once said to me,
okay,
dreams does come true.
Dreams does come true.
Yes.
Yes, they does.
And you know whose runs the media. Well, gentlemen, Clay, is there anything else you'd like to add here? I mean, it's been incredible, man. We've been here what seems like forever. The response to the Cigar Lockdown and now the Cigar Lockdown Unlocked show, going to the next level. It seems like we don't have enough time. We divide, we conquer, and we've had a great time. To have these people, these legacy companies like Oliva, Arturo Fuente, Rocky Patel, Perdomo, my father, Tatawai. I mean, of course, La Palina and Room 101, and everybody stepping up, everybody coming together, all in support of brick and mortar retail, and of course, to support this organization that obviously has paid off for us this year.
The program is very popular. Bill, you come from a media family, and I think you saw that this was a great way to bring community to the room. And how in the world you deal with the three of this? We can start. The new pack will be the Bill Paley Shrink Fund for dealing with the three of us on a daily basis.
Yes.
Shrinkage. So yeah, this is terrific. I mean, this pack brings together all of the people who are participating in PCA this year. And it's really important that we keep an eye on the brick and mortar retailers who are really the lifeblood of this industry. They're the people who carry the message.
Yeah.
They're the people who tell the narrative about the cigars and welcome the consumers in. And that's a big deal, and that's a big contribution.
Yeah.
125 years in the business, Bill. 125 years. It's got to be an amazing feeling. I know that Clay and I and Matt are so proud to be a part of this club, this team. Matty, 12 years in the business, right? You look at the parallels.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different people that are so passionate about this business such a different way. But Bill's a special dude because he's up in the morning. I get up. I was lucky enough to stay at his little abode, had my sparkling water,
of course,
went outside. He got this beautiful A. Chapman cigar for me. We sat outside by the pool before we had our coffee and had a real moment. And this is a part of who you are, man. Cigars transcend.
Yes. It is. I mean, it's an integral part of my life and has become so. And I think I discovered this in the 90s when I got serious about smoking cigars, and I got reminded of the legacy that I had with the cigar industry.
Yeah.
And in its very infancy here in America.
Yeah.
And the cigar is an important part of America's legacy. Tobacco
100%.
is an American product. And the crafting and the developing of the cigar is purely part of both America, South America, Central America, and North America.
Yes.
And
There's the announcement. Listen to the room.
And go to booth 22 to pick up your. Anyway, I am just happy to be here, and I'm humbled to be part of this community. And to be sitting on the couch with the coolest man in the cigar industry.
Ooh, baby. Well, I don't think anybody could argue that at all.
Yeah. Listen to the room right now. People are cheering and clapping.
Yes.
But I want to say something to you, Bill. Thank you very much for what you do for all of us. And I think your grandfather would be very proud. And the homage you paid to him with this 125 Años from La Palina harkens back to that time. He'd be very proud of you for continuing your legacy and for continuing to support people in your life.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love you. You're the best. We thank you for all that you do. I think this has been very special, especially with this time that, you know, we had to find ways to continue on, to forge forward and figure out what we were going to do with our businesses and what we were going to do with our employees. I think we found a great way to do that together, the four of us. This is really, you know, something that conceptually we talked about, you coming from this media family, Clay, you coming from this media family, Mr. Hollywood, and Matt, you living in LA, being a rock star, and then becoming the real rock star, right, of the premium cigar business, bro.
And well painted.
Very painted.
You and I should go get some henna tonight. Maybe Paley get a Matt Booth tattoo,
Ooh,
the henna
I'll
tattoo.
do
on his-
it.
Cool.
I think I'm in.
Henna would look very striking on you.
Guys, we love you. Couldn't be more happy to close this thing out, wrap up Vegas, have a great meal, and I love you guys, man.
Love you,
Hands
man.
in.
Hands, all right.
On Locked On 3. 1,
2,
2, 3.
three.
Unlocked!
Down.